Zilliax Rogue is quite the BS deck right now, and you can actually be hitting easy legend with it if you actually know how to play with it. So in this video I will give you a quick guide about it, show its mulligans, win rates, as well as some general tips so you have a better idea of how to play with and against this deck. So if you're serious about Hearthstone, drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to get accounted for some Hearthstone coaching. Now, let's check out the deck.
You are not prepared!
This is the variant we used, and it's looking pretty standard as the ones we've seen before in the past. Before, Demon Hunter was actually a problem for it, if I remember correctly, but now with those a lot less popular, it's doing hella fine in the current meta, and you can scam a lot of wins pretty quickly. We have a couple of preps in here with which you can cheat out faster from the scrap heaps or faster pit stops. You could also use it for 0 mana fan of knives. And, you know, basically all sorts of ways of cheating out extra mana for saps and all of that nonsense. You can actually be doing some good things a lot quicker. We have a couple of defense in here. It has silence straight up, but if you actually combo it, it also deals 2 damage, so in certain cases that might be important. And yeah, this way you get through all sorts of taunts. You can also remove some important targets early on, like the card draw totem for nature shamans and such. And yeah, you basically get the gist of it. You can deal a lot of different things with it. Dig for treasure, don't get baited about the if it's a pirate part. You don't have any pirates in here, you have Zilliax, and that's all that matters. You want to draw Zilliax nice and quick, or at least the Oscillator, or at least the Spider. Or heck, even your greedy partner, because those are all different ways of you to help your Zilliax drop faster on the board, or just to protect with the Spider kind of deal. So it's basically draw one of your important minions. We have a couple of frequency oscillators, and the main reason behind it is you can drop a earlier Zilliax kind of deal. You could, if you're going second, literally drop Zilliax as soon as turn 3, but it normally drops on turn 4. If you have to drop it on turn 5, it's usually a little bit too late, but it's still your game plan, so you're gonna try and rip it. We have a couple of gear shifts, and with this you are gonna be usually using it after you have spent all of your important cards. Like, the way I found the most use for it is usually when you're really looking for those removals, for that extra damage, for that extra Spider for stealth, that kind of noise, but it is something you might also play in the early turns. Like, let's imagine you have Hearthstone Brew on your left side plus a sap. You don't want to play those in the early turns. You want to be getting Zilliax nice and quick, so in that case, you can definitely see yourself playing a gear shift, and in the end of the day, you're drawing 3 cards for the price of 2, so it's still not that bad. Couple of Miracle Salesmen in here so you don't lose too much tempo in the early turns. That also gives you a little bit of card draw, so that's something. Couple of Eviscerates, you could be using this for straight up damage, or you could be dealing with some taunt minions that way, or you could just remove some early game pressure from the board so your Zilliax can flourish to its full potential. Couple of Fan of Knives, they're excellent in dealing with Divine Shields, excellent in dealing with wide boards against Hunters, against Paladins, all of that nonsense. And it also draws you a card, so definitely not the worst thing in the world. Couple of From the Scrap Heap, obviously the MVP in here would be Wind Fury, but you can also get things like extra stealth. You could get Lifesteal, that can help you big time against certain matchups. So yeah, all around. It's also just a nice way to straight up buff your Zilly, so it actually starts getting buffed even harder, with not just +4 on the first batch, but +7 kind of deal. So it's basically like what was it called? Like the bank term, whatever. I'm spitballing here, but yeah, it's gonna make it grow exponentially faster. We also have a couple of greedy partners in there, so you can grab yourself some coins. Helps you drop Zilly faster, but it can also help you just straight up make Zilly grow faster after you have them on the board. And yeah, it's just basically extra mana to work with. Just make sure to have a second 2-drop in the hand so you can actually play it out. So this would be a case where if you're planning on drawing and also getting a coin, it's probably not a great idea to start off with the Fan of Knives card draw, because that might be your only 2-draw and you might not draw into a second, so Greedy Partner becomes not active. We have a couple of pit stops in here, and the cool thing about pit stop in this deck, it's always guaranteed to be drawing you your Zilliax unless you've done something silly like gear shift some of your 1/1s from the scrap heap. In that case, you might actually get unlucky and not see your Zilliax, but normally you only run 3 mechs in the deck, and that would be your Oscillator, your Spider, and your Zilliax, so it always offers you a buffed up Zilliax with 4 attack and 7 health like that, which is definitely pretty nice. We have a couple of quick picks, helps you with the card draw, helps you with poking down some early game taunts and divine shields. It can work wonderfully well against shaman taunts, against paladin minions, all of that nonsense. You have a couple of saps as well, and that's gonna help you against the bigger targets, but you could also just straight up use it to control the board a little bit in the early turns so you don't get overwhelmed super quickly. Yeah, you could be flexible with it. Couple of spiders help you make Zilliax grow a lot faster, and you can also slap with Zilliax and then give it stealth, but don't forget this thing gives stealth for only 1 turn, so if you don't have a second one to follow up with it, be weary of actually using Zilliax to slap like that. You might just slap this guy just so you make Zilliax grow faster. Like, you are slapping it with 3, but technically you're buffing with +6 for the next turn and +12 for the turn after, so again, exponential growth kind of deal. Fun little fact I noticed about this deck, people actually don't realize when your Zilliax is out of stealth. So if you actually don't attack with an unstealthed Zilliax, the opponent might actually not notice and not even try to kill your Zilliax, and you are gonna see that against the Nature Shaman. It was a hilarious misplay on both our parts, I think. So that's a little bit of a cheesy strategy you could be using against less experienced players, so it's definitely something to look out for. Obviously, we have Zilliax with the 1-3 at the end of your turn, double your minions' stats, and also the 3 mana poisonous Reborn Elusive Stealth, 1-3 again, so technically your Zillia is a 2-6, but if you draw it with the Pit Stop, it becomes 4-7 real quick, and after you start buffing it, it becomes so much more. We have Hearthstone Brew at the end. When you've actually exhausted all of your other options, Hearthstone Brew can come in with the clutch. Like, there are plenty of decent hands Hearthstone Brew can give you. I'm not talking to you, Druid. Fuck that hand. Yeah, all around, once you're done with your main game plan, Hearthstone Brew can either help you finalize your game plan, like if your Zillia is still growing on the board and you need some clutch removal, you could play this, and if you're left with like a couple of mana, or heck, even 1 mana, the stupid Druid hand can actually help you, because it does have 1 mana neutralize, 1 mana deal 1 damage, the Jade Idol kind of deal. So Hearthstone Brew can definitely come in with the clutch there. Or it can literally give you an entire different game plan, like the Warrior game plan could be pretty nice for you. It has OTK potentials, and yeah, plenty of other pretty good hands out there with which you can finish out the opponent. Obviously, the name of the game with this deck is drop Zilly as fast as you can, make him grow, make him protected, and kill the opponent in an OTK kind of style, or chip him down and keep on giving Zilly stealth. So if Zilly actually gets destroyed early, it's usually 90% game over for you, but if you manage to do some substantial damage already, Hearthstone Brew might come in with the clutch, or Hearthstone Brew might come entirely with the clutch, like I said, some of the hands in here are actually hella fine. The warrior hand is actually insane kind of OTK. You just set it up 1 turn and OTK on the next one. If you have enough mana already, it can be hella fine, but if Zilly dies super early and doesn't do any damage, it's usually not gonna be very fun for you. Matchup wise, here's what the stats show. Apparently Spell Token Hunter is not gonna be your friend. And Zarimi Priest is hella bad. I didn't find it to be super bad. It was a very close game if I remember correctly. But yeah, all around the rest looks pretty grim, or at least 50-50. As for the Mulligan, it is looking kind of weird. I'm gonna go from Diamond to Legend so we can see a little bit more stats. But Oscillator is obviously great, Pit Stop is obviously great. Zilliax I would not straight up hold on to, unless I already have a Frequency Oscillator or Greedy Partner or what else. I mean, if I don't have either of those, doesn't sound like that amazing of a thing to be doing. I'd much rather grab it through Pit Stop, and this way it actually gets buffed even harder. But I don't know, I guess the stats don't lie, so maybe you should be holding on to it straight up. I mean, it is your main game plan, but you have several different ways of drawing it quicker, so there's that too. From the scrap heap ain't bad, especially if you already have a way to get Zilly nice and quick. Quick Pick gives you nice card draw, Greedy Partner gives you a coin so you can coin out Zilly faster. Gear Shift, I don't normally straight up hold on to it, but it is something to consider apparently. Miracle Salesman is not the worst thing to do on turn 1. And also the Spider is not that keepable, it seems. Like we were discussing with chat that a lot of people actually hold on to it straight up, but maybe it's not such a bright idea, so there's that too. Depending on the opponent, you might consider some of the other crap, but you are going first, so usually you won't be looking for anything else here. As for on the coin, here's what the stats show. Pit Stop becomes a lot better apparently. Zilliax is still apparently not bad. You can coin it out as soon as turn 3 with the help of oscillators, so I can get behind that. From the scrap heap is still nice. Prep becomes more keepable. Greedy Partner is nice, but yeah, the rest looks kind of the same. Quick Pick apparently not as amazing, and neither is Gear Shift here. That's gonna be it for the deck. It only has 2 legendaries, being Hearthstone Brew, which is free, and Zilliax, which literally everybody and their grandmother is supposed to have by now. The rest is pretty cheap stuff. Prep is core set, and the rest is just commons and rares, so this is actually hell of a budget-friendly deck, and you can definitely be hitting easy legend with it. That's gonna be it for the guide. Hope this helps you. Now let's check out some of my games on my road to top 1000 legend with it. Hope you enjoy. Okay, pit stops in the house. I don't need to prep it though. Okay, that's a turn 3 Zilly from where I'm from. If I actually had the prep, could have been even quicker. I mean, if I top deck the prep, I can literally coin out Zilly right now. Can I actually? I think no. But yeah, next turn we're dropping that fool. Such wondrous power. If I get the spider, I can even clap him in the face and re-stealth it. It's not a spider. Let's see what this thing has to say. Guess I'll just draw a little. Okay, next turn we have this as a 16. If I get Wind Fury out of the scrap heap, that'll do.
Candle Mudslatter.
Just to get some of that random bullshit real fucking fast, huh?
Candle Mudslatter.
There's the spider. See the top deck. Doing this. Just play this thing for now. It's missing 11 damage here. He has a couple of coins, however, so he's working with 8 mana. Would be a damn shame if he got the free 7 Taunt Reborn. Guess he ain't. None of the elementals really do all that much for him there. Can still coin out the Taunt though. Well, it's not a random enemy minion, that's how they get you. Hey, how's it going, Source? Sorcerer. Okay. Kaliman. Kris. I'm Kris. What is this nonsense? Yeah, Wheellock has actually seen better days, but it's still quite decent. Just uploaded a video about it with the best performing variant of it, but it's only at 56% now, so it has seen better days. I think I'll crack these idiots open. Poisonous is waste, so I'm gonna gear shift this shit. The others are also kind of trash. Okay, a little bit of discountage. All around bad stuff though, I really want the pit stop. Problem is now we have more than 3 mechs in the deck, so it might actually not give me Zilly. I would still take my chances though. This guy doesn't seem to be what's his face? Doesn't seem to be pain so far, but maybe he just was unlucky. Okay, I'm down to silence it. Let's see the card draw, however. Should I put a Divine Shield on this 2-1 right now? It is gonna eat up my discount. If I don't instantly top the Zilly, it kinda doesn't matter though, so I think I will. Hey, for show, man. No. Okay, he has pain. Oh dear, pain. I think I'm just gonna straight up make this man big. I'm gonna trade this off still. There's that Zilly I was talking about. Fuck you too, game. If I go face too hard, he's gonna be able to drop them 0 mana giants. I'm not a big fan of that. Remember, I'm gonna drop lifesteal here, play this guy there. That's about it. Okay, he can drop he can hero power and drop 0 mana giant still, and even coin out the rush. I could sap some the rush most probably, but still, it's a little bit weird here. At least we're full health, so we got that going. Maybe I shouldn't have magnetized first. Maybe I should have gone face first and then magnetized, and that way he wouldn't have been able to do what he's about to do to my body. It's just a single one. That's fine. Should I prep a sap here? Next turn this becomes a 4. I have the spider. And that's about it. It's not like he has taunts or anything. I think it's worth prepping a sap. turning that guy, because he can't actually straight up play it again. If I top deck Eviscerate off the top, that'd be lethal. If he has his pop guard, that heals him up to 12. Doesn't do all that damage to me. And I'll have enough time to get this man back up to speed. There's the poop guard indeed. Bunch of 5 though. Just one. Set the duel. He could heal a bunch, you know. Yeah, Kris v Kris, name a more iconic duo.
I wonder.
Think I'll kill his poop gar.
Insignificant.
Okay, has 13 damage showing, nowhere near enough. Best he can get right now is a Symphony into a 6/6 taunt. 6 lifesteal is also out of range, at least from what we're seeing right now. That's about it. Hope he doesn't run the Defender of Argus.
We've created a temporal anomaly.
He still could. That's actually 1 mana, so he can't. If Eviscerate is literally 1-off lethal in it. Because I'm gonna have to face that shit. If this thing gives me Deafen, Sap, Second Abyss,
What card?
heck, even Pit Stop, even from the Scrap Heap. That's 1 on, right? Fucking got him. That was a weird one now, wasn't it? What was that 1 damage there, by the way? That went weird. Okay, the better Kris won. Sheesh. Got my questicle completed too. Nice. Yeah, let's keep on shaving that rank. A lot like me, it also doesn't shave itself. Persilix. What are you looking now? That's a lot of Mexicals.
I'm in charge now.
Yeah, he'd like to have a chat with me. I can keep the whole thing and actually tempo the shit out of him with these, can't I? Think I'll try. It is a little bit weird though. Turn 1 this, turn 2 that. Turn 3 maybe still this, we'll see. Could even double drop these. Maybe I double drop them. Even though that way I can't go for a turn 4 Zilly. That's mediocre. I'm gonna pass. The nerve of this guy. Yes. His 9 mana 5/5s are now to 5 mana. 3 mana now. I can silence that shit again. Coin? That was a weird choice. That's not a bad weapon. I'll allow him to draw here. So we get that thing. Let's get a little bit of the discount. I'm still gonna go face, I think, am I? I'll trade, man. I don't want to drop him in range of 8/8s. Because if I did go face there, he could have played his rook. And that would have allowed him to drop him. Now he's only going with the 5s instead, which is still scary, but a bit scarier. Oh damn. Sorcerer with the subscribe. Thank you very much, Source. Happy to have ya. Let's see what this thing draws. Just what I was afraid of. Something. Some of that Wind Fury and Stealth action could be great here. I'll try these first. Wow, nothing. I guess Divine Shield and then Stealth. Or should I just go face and get myself a coin? Could also drop all 3 of them. If I do that, we go 7 damage. This is gonna be 5 next turn. Go do this. Something like that, I don't know. Two turn lethal. Maybe I should have. Feels like it. If I don't top Eviscerate, we're fucked. Sap. Very similar to Eviscerate, but unlike it doesn't do shit for me here. I should have done the thing. Should have done the big boy damage there, huh? And go hard on his mouth. Yeah, I botched it. Botched it big time. Would it kill you to give me Wind Fury here and there, though? Fucking hell, man. Stats on this rogue, I literally just started playing it. We're about to be 2-2. Both the 5s attack. I'm actually alive. If this off the top still is a thing. Second location is GG though. Oh well. Yeah, I botched it. I should have gone. Nah, I shouldn't. I don't deserve to survive that. Botched it. Yeah, I should have gone with the triple idiots there. We still had lethal outs there, but the game was like, nah, fam, you don't deserve those. You could have straight up went for it. Second location, Symphony of Sin. 4 damage was not doing it for him alone. Though 3 free rushers would have been enough, though. He had game there. Against the dick. He got them. I don't think I can straight up keep the prep. Is Spider really something I hold on to straight up? Guess I'll check and see if that's the way to go, but maybe I'm supposed to be dropping it if I don't have the pit stop already. Yes. Gonna be reshuffling this hand soon. Next turn, quick pick. Where were you last turn, you piece of shit? I'm not tempoing it though, that's for sure. I don't have a 2-drop. I don't know, man. I think I gear shift here. Well, there's Zilly. There's the guy again. Okay, we got some discount going too. Let's go like this. Should I silence his right 1-1? What else might I need silenced? Nothing that comes to mind right now, at least. I'll get rid of that for now.
You have earned an eternity of toil.
He can get a hell yeah. Hope we don't get too many of those, yeah. Especially the frosty one. Let's get this party started. Next turn I clap his face, spider a little. Turn after I fucking do it again.
Insignificant.
Okay, we have it at 14 already. Bullshit. He's actually hard fucking running that shit too. God damn, what a champ. Good thing we have another spider, but damn. He is hard running the thing.
You fold.
Actually do it like this. And coin this last so we don't get cog blocked by a frickin' frost plague, you know? Next turn I could be looking for some of them scrap heap actions.
One more death can't
This still gives him a bunch of card draws, sadly. Wonder if he has this. Oh my goodness. That's a full fucking clear, yeah. He didn't need to make that trade, dumbass. They were killing either way. Well, my Zilly's gone. Now what? I guess I can solely rely on my Hearthstone brew. Didn't find him. I found a plague so far. Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? There he is. There's the man of the hour. Well, I'm relying on it. And the turn's not glowing. It must be a rogue or some shit. A warrior. I'm a little bit too low health to rely on this crap, aren't I? Fudge. Close, not close enough.
Charge forward.
thirsty.
Not close enough, Chief. If we managed to attack one more time with a big Zilly, we could have, but not close enough. Didn't have enough time to get this party set up. If we managed to actually drop what's his face for a turn, this could have been an OTK. Imagine getting both Asphyxiate and that bullshit against us, by the way. A little bit too lucky, don't you think? Against the Shaman.
I'm in charge.
Okay, I like this. I mean, the whole hand makes a lot of sense in this case. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 Zilly, turn 4 Slappy. Get a card draw on turn 5. I'm down with that. Another one. Could even prep it, but wouldn't really be worth. Thank you for the follow, Hogalul. Welcome. Should I drop a second frequency right now? Why not? Don't get the 1 mana. Doesn't get the 1 mana. Let's fucking go. Surprisingly enough, this guy could actually cleave the shit out of it with the help of Adjacent conductivity nonsense. Okay, he's gonna be having a lot of stuff next turn. I can draw myself an extra spider this way. Could be a salesman too, though. Salesman with D. Okay, even with conductivity, he shouldn't be able to cleave it all that easily. I don't have any fan of knives here.
Go with the
Okay, that's fine-ish. He's running the totem variant. That can give him a taunty.
The storm is in me.
Is he gonna get them Froggos? He is. More? Shit, man. Okay, if I don't get my fan of knives, I guess I can draw 1 extra with this. Should I gear shift first or should I draw first? Does that statistically matter? Not sure it does. Fan me, dude. I'm a big fan. Bullshit. Sap is kinda okay. Nothing to write home about, though. Well, Sap has spell power. I don't want him to have it on the boards. Although, if I hold on to it next turn, I have lethal outs with Saps and weapon. I don't know, man. Right now I have straight up lethal like that, though. I'll do this thing.
you fold.
I don't have lethal. What are you talking about? Next turn I attack with that and sap a 0. Oh shit, it is not stealthed. Fucking idiot. I'm an idiot. Did he not realize it's not stealth? I guess we're all idiots. We all do stupid things in the heat of the moment. Ah, big brain. Unbelievable. We all got bamboozled there now, didn't we? Yeah, it's super confusing, not gonna lie, but yeah, we literally scammed that guy there, didn't we? Didn't even realize I was scamming, but I was scamming. He ain't gonna scam itself. Well, then again, it's untargetable, so how was he kill? I mean, he was able to kill it with some AoE nonsense, but he didn't realize he can target with the minions, huh? That was dumb. That was a silly zilly. The silliest of zilliest. Another Death Knight. This time for real. It's a W is what that one was. Double bang.
I'm in charge now.
Banger, I barely know her. I'm confused on this hand. Should I just keep the spider? Is that the bright idea? Is that the word of Zilligod? Could go like that. Okay, got the pit stop. All we need now is some frequency oscillator action, and that's a turn 4 silly. Could also top deck me some greedy partner action, that would help.
One dose solves any problem.
Smooth oscillator. Where's my smooth oscillator? I guess I can dig for treasure and whatnot. There's the guy. That ain't it, but this kinda is.
You fold.
Okay, baby. See that then.
One more death can't hurt.
It's a decent amount of card draw for him. Hopefully he ain't looking for another asphyxiate, I can tell you that much. Looks for a weapon. Might have Manifuel would be a bitch. If timed correctly. Do your thing, Zilly. Multiply. Calm down. Plagues, that's not that bad for me. Okay, that can be even bigger spider on it. I can do that next turn, I'd say. We'll just cycle a little for now.
Aye, aye. Insignificant.
See that then. Next turn's 22. We have a sap. Does he have some of that ass action? Honestly, he shouldn't. He has one corpse to discover if he's ranked a 2-3, but normally they don't nowadays, I think. Did we get him? Got him. Fun! Yeah, it's a pretty silly deck, isn't it? You win some, you win some.
I will bring order. I'm in charge now.
Against the Paladin of all people. This might be important against Flood Pally, but fuck that noise. I have a game plan of my own. I just chill here, right? I'm not gonna waste the coin like that. We have a Zillion curve, so... If he doesn't do anything Da Vinci, I still probably just pit stop so we can get Zilly faster, and we do. Well, that looks like a fan of knives to me. Ain't gonna fan itself, fam. How dare you go this wide? In this economy. Another fan of knives. They never expect the second one. So he's a Flood Paladin, that much has been said. Cool.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah. Next turn I can go straight up, buffing it up with Wind Fury with this 0 mana prep. Do your thing, boo. Okay, that's annoying. We'll figure it out. This man has his aura, that'd be a bummer. Got some of that lifesteal and reborn action. We already have reborn though. Sounds about right. Could have his taunty boys though. We are gonna have a decent chunk of card draw, but we already ran above the fan of knives, so that's a bummer. If it's 2 taunts, Sap can fix, but... Good news is we're healing back to full. This gives me another stealthy boy. Guaranteed.
What cars? What cars? Quite a few. Insignificant.
Try and find some of that sap action. Found one. Not a big fan of losing the weapon or the second scrap heap. Could have given me Wind Fury and such, but yeah, it's a weird one beer now, not gonna lie. He has all the frickin' taunts and everything. He can play the 1-1-2. And he is going hella wide there. I think he's all in it. He didn't play the taunt, that's kinda weird. Second sap is GG. Your shit. Let me draw one more minion before we do it. Bigger odds of finding the important stuff. Then again, Eviscerate would have been good, but that's a GG, fam. Well, that'll do. Flawless victory. Yeah, it's such a bullshit deck, not gonna lie. Quite the bullshitter. Is this Battlegrounds? He wishes. He wishes. Because he'll have another batch of turns and shit. Okay, yeah, Zilliax Rogue is hella fine. Hella fine now, isn't it? Climbed quite decently with it actually, without having much of a clue what we were doing. But now we do. And that's why we're making a guide about it. Let's do that then.